tiasi and or mwebia between the abo. And waiting what hospital and as will be hospital, will be in Crobata Bibri. No defeat papa so akugo. Upon dear Juma Foa, one more general who one so a cahubi. And in a mahu bit me a bois ammonia quahusano. Aiming for a diapa. And it is a wood to do what I speak about. I may come for the amount. Amy Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital. We drew what a baby in the Pedrianimu. I shall yarquin how Pepper so yaranedru. And the Kahunina and I feel no chino. Only the drew canwa and what didn't qua. And not from number, no from more fair, the beer and Crabatane Benuno. On my more direction. Now what you mean alcohol. Numbers name and son. Did you can hear 020 722 9505 020 722 9505. That also means 0244 227 192 0244 227 192. Now the crack near 0277 0277 001234 0277 001234. Amen seven canchers or beboa brow tiase and ye bra be one son. Na ene Dr. Isaac Newman Arthur or a medical doctor, clinical psychologist. Na yeni be din komo. Ade afa se ade ni ni ho na o se wo ho. Ade ani ntisa na o se tisa. Mekai ye master baako master yiti ahulu bibi obia me manachi anope yiti asemo kan no se upiti yare a upiti wu upetu yare upetu wu obi ho onyem nso so onyem adwene mu no susanso be na be nyu nipa no so ene niama hodo ekeka aka ho ede nkwa da be ko bia mana yesa ya dwunu ha na mane ye na so ye nso be nenya so ni no so nti ene ye ne Dr. Isaac Newman Arthur ene bi disankomo no doka kwa aba
ye nua
bibi aboko de
ye mi adom boko
ensemu ye kwaso takra de wotie ye nwanwa
me I was sad na me ra ho kakra you know because nia ebe pushi obi se onye bibi sa no eno no ye mfa nko hospital into maybe obi fa bibi mu no we don't know say it's part of mental illnesses or mental issues if say betonisa make mental is on 3 levels send obi dwene send ya obi atinko onya any suban order na die
nyamiesa so the ordinary fa
yes
atinka onya any suban order na die
that is mental health.
Okay.
How a person thinks, how they feel and how they behave. In this obi ewa atinka bi ema onya enigye wa abrabo mu anase odwin bibi affect no say ha no anase odan so be bi dia ha no it's under mental health. It may not be an illness but a mental issue because it's on those 3 levels. Bibi etisa no people don't take it to the hospital. Ebi obi hwe me ne re aho but enye depression but it's just areho. Onim say sa de no it's under mental health as oko hospital no only psychologist ko kan wa asema obenya relief. Inti me no I'm not menhwe nia esi no but why esi ye any ade ebi ama me na ofem onim senka or the hospital no ko hu psychologist nko be boa na ndu sa and me so me hu say bia wan dream say ebedu se na ebi a me ye bibi na me kunu ani aba me so keke ba no nim say media be piki ebedu national ebe bisa because so nim say ebedu sa na because it's just a cry for help.
Who can say me see I say obi wo ho a aya na ne wira ho a enye se bi oyare na mo no ayatinka bi na onya wonimu
yes
na satinka na enye ade anka se eba because sometimes wo ho a we say your mood swing wo ho anka sa no tum say na de me wira ho ne pa o eno no I say a mental problem
inti mamisip subium so say if you have a thinking mechanic you if you have a thinking feelings ni behavior emma 4 things. Ebia, you are in a certain discomfort. Say ebia, oh ha na say bibi oh weninji and say bibi ya oya. Ebia, you can be emotionally and say physically impono. It means mentally no, you are not healthy. I'm not using illness, so you are not healthy. Second, then say I dream be and say suban be out than a and say think be a wunya. Say Emma to me ha o enye niese oye. Ebia was sorry, you don't feel like doing anything. Ebia bibi ekoso abrabo ma Emma wunya a penny say obeye nia obeye even through the day. So you are dysfunctional because of that. It means mentally you are not healthy. 3. In your say just because of the way I would Jennifer, the way I think I wunya and I say subaya would. So if it is causing some damage, maybe our relationship say, would you might say, bibi who say because of that. It means that mentally you are not healthy. And the 4th one, and they say, ebia ni awuda ne die no any society and it doesn't conform to societal norms. In Tibia, for example, UTV, you were nyoma ye wa. Obi oye jume bia ni niese ekoso wa. But also being kwano, suban bi ode ne di wo ha say no, it's totally different from the essay of him. We need to find out why. And you maybe wa we US ube no ha say enye ye kura. You know wa we no akọ enye ye. So society actually, shapes behaviors. And this says suban bi obi da ne die no. Say if any society nyoma ahihye no ebra, we need to find out why. Into ube say you can mental illnesses say no you have to satisfy and you may for example depression. They have loss of interest. Interest maybe they actually withdraw from societal activities. They feel sad, they feel worthless, hopeless. Your friend is saying they may have some suicidal thoughts. Sleep may be a problem. Say all and them will be a problem. Say did you obey the cry concentration? So you have a group of symptoms over a period of time, maybe beyond 2 weeks. Because if you look at all those symptoms together, we can say, okay, your friend is saying no, the person has depression. But someone can just be sad and it's not depression. Obi ebi aneninji, but any depression. Okay. But because eye atinkano, it's a mental issue, but any disease. And your man krofu efemuno, ewa abrabomuno, it may not satisfy any BBC mental illness, but because it's on those 3 levels, no. Enka otuhwa na moa enka psychologist so a lot of people have mental issues, but it may not be an illness. Okay. And we make those things a personal issue and not a health issue. In Twitter, young hospital. Meaning dealing with it. Inti etefaswa ansa
na kwe
ansa no mbeba o inti ebia bibi e koso na brabo manka ebia on psychologist bi ana counselor bi ana psychiatrist bi di nkoma nka endu mbra ebe ye serious ebe ha anyoma bebre
ewure ya ofa se onyemu otakrade ye ho sama be wo hwe video ya ye hwe ya ba ye nso abaya yi nso ayobi a ono so ayesa se onyo
yeah
biti video no kasa na ewa chire no o se ohiamwa aye no kore utie ma na kasa na ohiamwa ampa no ohiamwa no no sha dade we hihye wo se de be ye obi abun se onyo na o se 24 years.
Where what country was that?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. When did in Nigeria?
We say no. Sanko ya smart. The BT man on sanfa. So until no so mental
into own say behaviors, every behavior has a goal. Say behavior be obi dance ben be a quite be so for some reasons. One, to satisfy a need. Ebi o here bibi. And I say bibi ewo na brabo mo hia nti ode suban bi ena ode edanedi in order to get it. Secondly, to escape from danger. Ebia bibi si wana brabo mo opese how do I even say it? Say the person wants to escape from
so tibia bi kwasora brabo so free mu.
So free mu, and so they use behaviors. ebia opese onya advantage bi over something enti ebia adwuma mu obi pese onya advantage over obi a odan suban bi edi so suban no is for various reasons and some people to just get what they want into one say oja story I develop your friends and in the country maame no na ope say odan suban bi edi in order to be able to get something from the husband. We may not say, we can't say a mental illness, but it's an issue. Mental issue.
Then I become about on you don't so be na obe first seminyam. I dey won him so first seminyam.
And sometimes say obi wo your friend is an intense desire. Say or atinka din bi so ope so onyima. The body actually responds to that kind of desire by releasing all kinds of chemicals. Emma nipa kun actually feel say onyim but no onyim. Ebi so to fulfill a certain wish. Ebi a worry 1-2 years. Or do person anas or what do you call and that so be say obenyim. But I need that so no. Ebi embemu. So that intense wish say obenyim no can actually make the person go through something like that. And sometimes so some people are just delusional about things because they actually have a mental health issue. So the person has this belief say on him, but the underlying factor and they say the person has some kind of mental issue which is not even related to pregnancy. And some people have some delusional problems. No, it's a mental health issue. They believe, some people can even be here and believe that they are the president, and they actually believe it. Obi krabi believe it or feel or believe it say nikuno. But there's no really who put that. So some people have some kind of delusional kind of problem that makes them feel that way. And some people soon ABI or fibroid and I say some other uterine problems are. Eman yefunu ye kese or doing say no onyem. Ubeti so obi so anyima be 3 years. So koye scan obo say be a fibroid and I say some kind of pregnancy related problems. Enyenyi say angasa. Internal so. So some people actually feel that way. But we have to separate it from what this one is. And the goal is not that Ophiliso Onyimo, but the goal was to be able to get some attention from the husband. And honestly, that is what she says. So that's the difference.
Sure, Bibi says, I'm married to and I'm a person who has been beside the mom. Say, Oba Warena on fire for on your pressure a banoso and the titisano. Enti oba nyim na se oba eware na so onfonyim ya sa pressure na ye ba no so no atinka na how level be na ye eduru aya pressure no na ma no tumi nya adwene se da bia na ma me fake ana se pressure no tumi ma take decision bia ense sanka o take.
Yes, once in depends on the environment. In Kolano represent different things. You say oba depends on the society. It represents one. Eba represent legacy. Legacy in say bi wu a me de me obi a obetwa nyamaye ne so. Nti obi eni ba odwin ne obeja
obi wo ba onu say me wu a mechi nyira.
Mechi nyira. So and they also protect the name of the family. Nti akola ho a the child represent a name. Nti na se BBC wa akola bra bom na se enya a family no gi omu not even what the child has done but a dino. The third one and they say akola ankasa no represents a blessing. On says obi oba nyame hira wo oba nyame hira wo in this oniba as a media nyame eni hira me. Another one they say depends on your royal and also ofi ahindie bi mu a the person actually continues a certain kingdom ewo a family ni din and it's a niba and also causes that kind of problem. And generally it shows how manly or how womanly you are. Oh, say we are bema, we are ba. Oh, say open say we are obia. Sometimes almost the asem crap a show say we are oba na so we are bema. In every society akola importance that akola is quite different. In this obi enwa family edwin hu differently. Omutu no so dwin hu differently. Ebi omutu no kura no inform because they really don't care. But society pressure, no, not just from the immediate family, from general society, can actually make people, go through things like that. Say they are too anxious about it. And at the stress of going to the hospital, and you test, you have multiple miscarriages. And now when you're back, it puts undue pressure, stress on the people. And if they are not able to manage or more anxiety and stresses, now they may actually go into depression. Some women even contemplate suicide because of that. And sometimes, so say if the spouse, in your understanding, also, they can even be abusive. And we say, to me, their spouse out to the point, say, spouse, become, too stressed or too anxious or too depressed to be able to even handle, life situations. And say, akola emba, family numa, it can create all kinds of problems, especially if nimpakrono onya the kind of support. Sometimes, so say, oba nyima, the level of care and attention onya efi, spouse no. And sometimes, before pregnancy, the way our papa know me, and this when I'm pregnant. And some people actually want to be pregnant even for life. In order to actually and I mean, children are security. Some marriages because of the children. In kakula anyone komojai. In the obi a protective pregnancy, be a Japanese be and our relationship be a newer, the person actually loses it. In the Abanesana, a big thing money pakrono. And so that child becomes very, very precious to that mother. Say so if they lose it, because all the things around the marriage is around children. If they lose it, and one no.
Yeah, can society. Say yes, family setup in society. I'm an abbey said, or bad the only ya, or worry ya no, so to me. Anxiety between me and my sister, I need say you could account some delay.
Oh, a bit delay, and I say, they can even lose it. Say, Obi, for example, say if someone hacks you, because that hack or body no releases certain chemical called oxytocin. The way I will feel, is based on certain chemicals in your body. Finish. And dopamine near there, it makes you feel, elated, happy, and all that. Say, Obi, at the pressure go Obi swa. The body actually responds by releasing all kinds of chemicals that can actually change your menses, but your menstrual cycle. Sometimes, embano, your menses a delay, and now this month one may say, and now you are bleeding too much. It's full of hormonal, chemicals here and there in the body. And it's Obi is stressed, and I said the person is depressed, or nimpakrono is feels very anxious. It actually throws all these chemicals in the body into all kinds of imbalances here and there, and it can actually affect your menses, affect your friend is saying if someone goes to intense stress or anxiety, they can even miscarry their pregnancy. They can.
Doc, where the mammy no come to baby. Where the actual for share one more a man a day, who have say your furuna, the furman, so buying him on the furman, you have a piabo until you said a baku. It is said they are born a children for Sonia Mampa. Hey, yes, I am Branso. Get a leading sort on the 30 cities. Doc, mammy, what did me personal experience? And I'm no babachi. Me were Jum Hana. Me penny back of frame said, Mammy be a better shame. Na I said my minister Mr. My management. See my management. Na me ni di nkomo asema me kan say ni kunu krehwe. So no kaksa krebi ohwe. Na my management na so what can I say? What better for long time say or train. Such people no. I didn't be to me their world.
I think say first of all we have to understand say mental health, it goes beyond say you be our body mental health issues na doors. And I think how it means that you need help. That is the first point. I see you say mental health is part of health. Health is 4-dimensional. Apostle, upon apostle and 9. physical, mental, social, and spiritual. Physical illnesses no and in term na dey call hospital obinity any na say or fear na say obibi na bibi in term na dey call hospital in the so because yet tiase mental illnesses no any mental health issues no and also a health issue say obi e wo bibi mu a onko hospital no bisa say or person who mental health worker nan say government am aye such that hospital bia obeko bia there's someone there to attend to your mental health needs. So omu ni bi kra na they will refer you. That is the first point. Into that kind of mindset, I say yes, sir. Second, and say we stigmatize people omu fe bibimu. And because of that, they don't omu mba hospital. Into so be eko bibimu they really don't come.
Offer class or beba.
In terms of sir, that is also part of health. Who share even young Ghanaian movies sipwa. So be koye bibi born here. Nisunso and only a mental illness. Why? Answer Nisunso and hypertension and answer diabetes. Into that mindset, assess. The third one, then they say, individuals and so developing healthy mental health, lifestyles to maximize their mental well-being all the time. Into one say ye didia physically no, one say ye developing it in the same way, and you maybe why and maximize your mental well-being. A boy to be able to cope and adjust, to situations in life. Because a new see, but say if you have a healthy mental well-being, and you see you are able to find your way around that and shall also do and ask how baby. 4, we need social support. Says so be FBB and I said no cause we actually have to support them. I said we need to be there for them because a lot of the mental health issues is because of lack of proper relationships, any social support in there. Because ebia mami and wasema ba ye can ebia ko nya support be and answer unya kind of intercede from people who matter to her. Ebia can do sa, So we need that kind of social support to be able to say yebe prevent some of the mental health issues and answer able to seek the right help we need. Then the final thing I'll say is that on the level of the nation, and one we need policies in terms of funding of mental health services, training of more mental health professionals. Because in the country, can share you 2,000 taking care of Nancy, I see number near 30 million, we need a lot that and a lot of hospitals near there, it has to be mental health, friendly, so that people can actually go, to seek help early. And so who of you na so who say, and you may cause wa brabum and in your family affect you. It's a health issue. Unko hospital and ask for any mental health professional. Now you bet to me abua. Bet to me abua.
Yeah, come man for messages. Kakra Florence Okrampa. I say, why can't people live their lives and ignore society? Yeah, they are home better. And you're man for Becca. No. And we. And Gabriel Boateng said, Doctor, what you are saying is very true. My grandmother used to say that the husband is the president, which is not true. And I said, my minister no could president, so no correct. Ajua Ruby, good morning. And Ajua really. Mami very fine, Salamaka. Science away there. Okay. I say, good morning, family. It's not easy, bro. I've been there before, and sometimes when people asked, we'll just tell them I have miscarriage, which is not true. But to the grace of God, after leaving the man, I'm pregnant. Have been through a lot. Or say, oh no.
Yeah.
Baby church say, and I want you. Na da be na me na baba. Kuma da be na be we. And da kuma na nti da be. And nti sa oya my mama miscarriage o sa kakra ofi papa no ho no. And wakokofa yefu no. Nti the societal pressure no.
Yeah.
It's very serious.
And the point is that you see, say a bamba ya de shema no. But you see, 1/3 no eye mama no, 1/3 no eye papa no, and 1/3 sometimes you need courses.
Nti obi an watch fa.
Oh, nti bema ne oba no me for the past 5 years might pay attention to pregnancy issues, just pregnancy issues. I've realized that about 90% of the time me who say nkofu me nu aba maybe my papa insane but most of the time I'm me it's for with the man. Yes, I've been practicing for almost 10 years now. But the last 5 years now, I've been trying to pay attention to psychological issues.
Just
most of the time I may who infertility no man because you see say a bamba you be share in bad no be go hospital I test I scan and you be brave but most of the time be man no go the man won't go in the day be man no be go you be in semen analysis ni ade no we won't say you be man. But Mbema issues usually is even easier to solve than
then
Then Kabianka Bema no hospital or any wife no hospital. If the problem is solved. Into when there is no child, I say any no hospital. Bema because oh my woda. But why would I say still no you can reproduce? No. You need to go to the hospital for them to find out why I need a number so that they can actually fix it. And most of the time now, me who infertility issues. No. And I know someone 5 years no omo Obana ye test yeah. She knew. Bema no call ya. Ni unso na your friend said sperms no cry enye papa. Ebi kure ni wo cry. You know, that's a Bema no. In Timba no fa enyo maybe especially in our society outside the country there. On say ntiase na ko enim kakra. Into when you go to Europe and stuff like that now, the approach is quite different. Yeah. But here in Bibia the same ban, which is not. In Timbano find you maybe my normal. I want to alert doctor that a lot of people, especially women who don't have children, are also dramatized with questionable perception that who will take care of me in my old age, and that leads them into frustration and depression. Perfect. And also Kahon. Until like I said, every parent who know or dream say, "Hey, send me ya kokra, why not besheni?" And usually it's the kids. And they say when ya bar, you know, the loneliness and isolation during that stage. Na yeah day. Oh baby, before 65, there will be to me koha. Who share we who show be that kind of thing. But who ye penny, you know, now a circle of friends, you know, and I know 80. And it's a winning kola, visit to Becca say. Some parents, maybe at their old age, go and live with, you know, a baby. And they say, only bar around that time, you know, a year so be new beer or beshano. Into and so, bet to me, ama. And in the old age, grandmothers, no. Omo the grandchildren no that omo the entertain omo and it's a grandchildren be aba eya omo so eha
omo na ade ne ho agro. Sandra also says a lot of women go through a lot in marriage in the name of childbirth. It's true. Mike Kwadwo or say the woman must be interrogated with love.
Yes.
Yes, it's obi o sati bia na. How do we society have to treat that person?
Yeah, love me when I heard it, you know, I really felt for her. For someone to come to that point, it means be wa fabi bumwa to take the risk. Oh, because where a risk, it's a huge risk to take you know. So for her to get to that point, you know, yentie papa nano, mementi papa no, the side of the story. We haven't heard the side of the story of the man. But for her to get to that point, it means na ABB because one abrabuma na hano. Until she had to take that step. Into me, my heart actually goes out for her. That all the interrogation, it should be done with empathy. You know, empathy, and they say, oh, so then also. You know, how can we help you? I know now there's interrogation, you know, they're involving psychologists now. So it's not just the police, but they're involving some psychologists and some medical doctors to actually understand and possibly help the woman. In general, because we need that in our society. A lot of people go through some even crime-related problems. Or you may find a child maybe jailing, but maybe a commit dinner. Maybe we be say into things that maybe that's the only way for it. If you no here to even survive that day, it is wrong. That is a crime. But the approach now to be able to deal with such persons, if you're pemboa a lot of people may even be in prison. They may not even be there at all. They won't be there.
Obey the message be about setting Chibala. Also, good morning, sir. A lady in my church claims she's pregnant. She has been pregnant for about 2 years now. Even though doctors say she's not pregnant, she believes she's pregnant, and the pregnancy has become stunted growth and often comes for prayers. What's more serious is that her stomach has been flat.
Yeah.
Please, how can I help her?
Yeah, you should just see a psychologist. Like I said, people may have some delusional, problems, disorders or problems. They have this false belief that it is this, but it is not. All evidence, proves it's not like that. But they still have that kind of belief. And some of those hypocrites, sometimes maybe you have to start them on some medication to help them, actually get out of that kind of situation. And some of these, some of them, we have very, very good prophets around, but some of them some are immature, some are not even correct. Oh, and here, people's religious beliefs, it's even stronger than, evidence. All evidence shows that it's not like that. But ebi ako baby mo bi aka chensa wonim. Na ebi obi de bibi esi wa wo de ano nti nyinsa ano untumi wo. That kind of thing. And also betumi aho. Aha ni pakro.
Doc, ye kan say o say enye mental health, a mental issue.
So no mental, so illnesses.
Illnesses.
I don't know. We have a set of criteria to diagnose, but you may have an issue which you can place it under mental health, your mental well-being. But enye yare.
Okay.
But and also you need some kind of attention.
It will be the about say, please, at this case, or in this case, or with this case, where she planned with her mother, I think in her case, dubious means we play a role or a way. Or say already there no kwa no tena so wo dwene ho na mo no bi na planning na say adweboni bi wachiri.
Okay, it is adweboni wachiri. We need to find out why. The why will tell us, and why not say so onyim no. Said that's what I heard. Onyim no. Attention unya from the husband no. And this onyim. And also so onyim for 4 months or so, then she lost the child. And so to continue that attention from the husband, that is why she did that. If that reason is true, then it's just a cry for help. The person is crying for help. So the mode of crying for help was wrong. And nobody will defend. Say no. To even plan a kidnapping and all that, it's not appropriate. But it's a cry for help. And from where I sit, my heart goes out to people who are really in trouble. They need some kind of help, to be able to deal with these things.
Doctor, it's January. If you talk about the society, immediate family, extended family, friends, relatives, neighbors. Because he say no to say obi anfo obi an.
Yeah.
Bibi he obi anfo obi ho.
Yeah. And I think says generally we copy blindly. Say you copy if you look at Europe and yeah. I think UK cry and I don't know. I won't cry. I think it's called the land of the depressed or so. That's what I heard some time back. Because family systems those days, if who fear say come do you can go to an auntie's house easy cry and ask your neighbor next door cry omo did you cry but Nancy, so people may be in the villages and may not even benefit more than those who are in the cities because it will be a travel and it's understandable because of security issues now. Into the family, extended family systems, it has to work. And I say, obi efa bibimu abrabuma family no any so muyi omani. Oh, sometimes omuyi omani until they die. When they die, then everybody is around. And sometimes I wonder why we honor the dead more than even the living. Oh, so obi eko bibimu we honor the dead even more than the living. So family support system say ekosoro. We shouldn't abandon our culture. We shouldn't abandon what we do and borrow things from outside. And Christ a problem there for them. If we share even outside the country, a single motherhood rate, say over a go for 100 or more, what bar or more it's about 70%. That is very high in the US. Very, very high. In Ghana, the story is different. because of our own culture and our value systems here and there. And we shouldn't think say bibia ekoso outside na papa chen yendia is very very strong. Yendia ni ye.
Yen come na de pa but ebren so de dey adwumanti. Stephen Ajare said Jakwabena, I'm really saddened by Takoradi lady's situation. I've been thinking about it and I seem not to understand. I wish we could play on her behalf, no matter what her issue might have caused. Thank you, doctor. Your thoughts are very, very educative.
Yeah.
Edna Boatimofori says she didn't decide on her own. So should we think, or should we still link that to mental illness? Doctor, please be clear and let differentiate between deliberate crime and mental illness.
Inti onze manka say she has a mental illness. And yes, what I said was that when people have a thinking, feelings, and behavior, it's a reflection of their mental well-being. They don't have a disease, but they may not be mentally healthy, to be able to cope and adjust. Inti onone dieno, she may have issues. Anka osiki help ni advice ni adia. Inti planning no, ebia maame no krampo enim say, oh, maybe a girl no kokache ni maame say, oh, maybe sa na ekoso ewo. Ene ebia discussion ko. That thing is wrong. The steps omu take it to solve an obvious problem of attention are only if in a husband. It was wrong. But we need to be able to say that people go through issues. Inka, if they had sought the proper helper, inka omo amfasa kwai so. So we are not justifying whatever happened, but we're also saying that we need to be able to look beyond what happened and see whether we can help the person who even went through that. I even believe, say, if Sobikra committed any crime, whatever the crime is, against the laws of the country, in addition to whatever punishment we think we need to give, to be able to move on. People have come out of prison and become very, very responsible citizens in the society because they received help. Outside the country, they even have systems. I know in the country too, they have some kind of thing. Maybe outside the country it's even more. Into whether it's a crime or not, whether there's a problem or not, we need to always look beyond the issues and find out why. The why may be a point of discussion about mental health, to be able to help people actually cope and adjust with life situations.
And then one my mentality, I want you maybe who knows is me did say moi, muso mo share no so no. We have the same thoughts. Say, enye nyama nyina na ese fa na chenchene. Sometimes sort of kind mentally. Last mo ho na me kai me ma me na misu kakra. Doctor, I don't say mental issue.
In general, it's not an ill, but an issue.
But I say, I'll come across here. You miss a mental idea. Be kind, my man, I may read who suka crab. Because
Suka, this young papa who Mrs.
Suka,
I was a busy
Dr. Isaac Numanatha, the brother was a medical doctor, science clinical psychologist. Yadana say papa pene. For baby and some it is all okay. So, oh, my man, now, papa, and I say, be udofubi, any who be na so can I say, Sabe, Usua, and not just one your mental issue, and no a war and account. Yan faster that Emma Amy Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital said, segment or my fahoka, me saw me a hospital, Uncle Betty, I come not to Nanka, ya de be a baby, and Nanka bomb when I saw see Debbie. Yan when the pa brought Yasia, into 1 year, ya, 1 casayare. Wobehwe aboa amayare na makwarenti na segment yi wo mafa ho ka wo mu tue sika boom amede ho education no ebrema bibia nti se woda o bompa ya na obabi ama Dr. Sheikh Amimbo so ndwayefo a ewo Amy Scientific Herbal na wabobi ede ama omo omo number sini 020 7229505 020 7229505 and afa 0244 227 192 0244 227 192 and afi 0277 001234 0277 001234 womo and a fast segment hu ka ye beda Dr. CPO na afi ye twa ho tia wona se ye ba ye bedi nkomo no bako bedi mu akotene pa eye adwira committee no womo eye omode aba omo report no omode aba no some recommendations any amahodo no ye be hwetumi aka wasam so police force say basabasa ye ekoso krono ene ewudi sem ekoso dinti no say but two police for go mountain so visibility we've gone into me gina me dey apebia into hu bia me ma wo yamu hihye wo kra ewura no say or the ayi bi na hye ne yafuru mu na ye nti ye behwe ne nso ya ka wasem kpakpakpa na fie de akonti madam amontwa me wate na se ba bedwafo aye krado yaw asanita no e wa ha obo life chain will be a LPG party o kom no aye fine boy papa and a doctor honorable Daniel name Kwatei Titus Glover. I remember him in UK. No o ye demonstration pa na never demonstration fi amini ni mi no asembaba and afi honorable Ebenezer Oklete te labi min na no kumase oba nkran no onhwehwe me obi obebe me nya no hwasoma ka nti mo ntwa me ba ye beto aso ye kwa ba isi ai